It is possible to train your mind to win in every situation, but you have to look more toward the learning and God than you do the situation. Now, maybe that sounds impossible. I want to help you train your mind to win in every situation. Train your mind to win in every situation. This topic, it reminds me of a story I heard about Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant, when he was a rookie, he makes it to the playoffs. His team makes it to the playoffs, and he blows like the last shot or maybe even the last couple shots, and they lose the game. Okay. So he blows the last couple shots as a rookie in the playoffs. They lose the game. Afterwards, the reporters are talking about this and like, oh man, it's got to be a tough blow for Kobe, this youngster. We hope it doesn't dissuade him. And meanwhile, they pan over to him. He's on the bench, and the game's over, obviously. He's on the bench and he's like this. And they're like, oh man, he's taking it hard. Oh, this youngster did so well. And man, hope he keeps playing, hope he keeps showing up. And after he comes out of this and he, stands up, the reporter rushes over to him and like, Kobe, you gotta be taking this hard. How you doing? And he's like, I'm fine. And they're like, well, we just noticed you on the bench over there. It looks like you were taking it pretty hard. And he goes, I wasn't taking it hard. I was replaying the game in my mind, and I know exactly what I could do differently for us to win next time. Did he win in that situation? Yeah, because he grew. He grew. So you win in every situation when you grow. So most people in every situation, they diminish. In every situation, it's proof that they're unlucky. It's proof that they don't have favor. It's proof that, life is hard. It's proof that money's hard to make. It's proof that money's hard to keep. A lot of people have these lies that they believe. It's actually one of the things I do in coaching is I pray about you and find out what lies are you believing, because there are a lot of lies that people believe that keep them stuck, and you'll always verify what you believe to be true. So if you believe that it's tough to win, if you believe that money's hard to make, if you believe that money's hard to keep, you're going to keep proving that over and over. So you essentially are losing in every situation. But you can have a situation that the outside world views as a loss, but it's actually a win for you. It's actually a win for you. The key to this is learning faster and progressing. The opposite of this is just repeating the same action, is just repeating the same reaction, is just having, something bad happen to you and you're like, woe is me, I'm the victim. I knew this would happen. I knew the shoe would drop, right? If the mishaps in your life, if the situations in your life that are negative are proving a part of you right, then you got the wrong perspective. You got the wrong perspective, okay? Wrong perspective. You should not be out trying to prove yourself right if you believe that there's limitations to your winning. There are no limitations to your winning. How many needed to hear that? Drop a comment, hit a like button, it won't kill you. And so there's some questions that if you want to start to win in every situation, there's some questions. I'm going to give you 4 questions to ask. Number 1, what can I learn from this? What can I learn from this? So maybe it's that you can learn that not to rely on someone else. Maybe that's the lesson. Now, don't get me wrong. That doesn't mean that if you learn that you can't rely on someone else, it doesn't mean to stop trusting everyone around you. It just means don't rely on someone else. In the Bible, it talks about, fear of the Lord. And fear of the Lord is really translated to awe and respect. So some people have awe and respect for God in that I may not want to do this because I don't think God would want me doing that. So they have awe and respect for God. They choose not to do that thing. And it's kind of like if you have awe and respect of your husband, there are things that you just wouldn't do because you have awe and respect for your husband, right? You just wouldn't do them. It's not like it's not like you crave doing these things that would upset, your husband or spouse or wife or whatever, right? It's not that you have to, oh no, I'm going to fall into that. It's that, no, I have awe and respect for my spouse. So I just don't want to do that thing. Some of you have awe and respect for your body. So you won't, binge eat 52 donuts. You won't, drink 2-liter Coca-Cola, right? Where you have awe and respect for your body, okay? But awe and respect, which in the Bible is used, fear of. right? So one of the Proverbs says, fear of man is a snare. Trust in the Lord and be safe. See, a lot of people have on respect for other people, celebrities, people that are influencers, on respect for the person that just made a whole bunch of money, right? Maybe in this situation, you're being trained, don't lift this person up so high. Love them. We're called to love them, right? Love people as we love ourselves, but we're not to put them on pedestal. We're not to worship them, right? But in every situation, there's a few things that happen. And I learned a lot of this from one of my mentors, Graham Cook. I was actually on live with him last night. I don't know how many saw it. Always love being on live with him. He's amazing. In different situations, you might be learning that to not rely on someone else, to not think that your timing is the right timing, because maybe that thing that you wanted, God was in rooms that you weren't and knows that thing that you want, you actually don't want to be a part of. When I pray about being involved in different projects and working with different clients and working with different companies and things, I get more no's than yeses. And when I pray about that stuff, I just trust, all right, Lord, you know better than me. Should I do this project? No. And I've done it where I didn't seek his counsel, where I didn't have on respect for God. And I just like someone, put a check in front of me or something like that. And I run with it. And I often regret it. Often isn't the way that I thought it would be. Anyone else have that experience? I heard David Green, the founder of Hobby Lobby, say his life changed when he turned over every major and minor decision to the Lord. His life changed. It worked for him. Maybe it can work for us. So what am I learning? What can I learn from this? Great question. Number two, what can I control? So if you have a situation, in that situation, what can you control? Is there something you can control? Can you control your emotions? Can you control your reaction? Can you turn a curse into a blessing? Can you love someone who betrayed you? What can I control? Third question, God, what does this mean? And what do you want me to learn? Often when I ask the question to myself, what might I learn from this? I may get something, but when I ask the Lord, what can I learn from this? I get a different answer. It's usually a much deeper answer. And I love what Graham Cook says. He says, with God, you can't fail a test, but you're given an unlimited amount of tries to pass. The best mindset is the one that learns the fastest. That's the best mindset. I talked about this yesterday. The one that learns the fastest, because if you learn the fastest, then you lessen the number of times you need the same lesson. See, some people have gone from bad relationship to bad relationship, and it's basically just a repeating of the same thing. So you didn't learn. The lesson's repeated until it's learned. Some of you have gone from bad business to bad business to bad business to bad business to bad business. And if you step back and ask, okay, what can I learn from this? What are the patterns that I'm running? What are the programs that I'm running? What keeps showing up? Because God loves you so much and his nature is to grow you. He loves you so much that he doesn't want you weak. He doesn't want you with a chink in your armor. He wants you to learn what you need to learn to patch that up, to stand more powerfully. What can I learn from this? What can I control? God, what does this mean? And what can I learn from this? And then last, not least, what are we doing about this? This is a great question. I've had quite a few over the last just couple of years. I've had quite a few different things show up that seemed catastrophic. Whether it was a humongous expense or a humongous loss or a lawsuit or a friendship betrayal or whatever. And I pray, Lord, what am I doing about this? Nothing. I'm not doing anything. I'm not even responding. And it's amazing how it just goes away. Just goes away. I've had things that really shouldn't go away, just go away. But the more time you focus on the situation and the problem, the less likely you are to win. What am I learning? God, what are we doing about this? What do you want me to learn from this? How do I grow from this? And here's a very, widely known verse for you, and that is Romans 8:28. And we know that for those who love God, now that's called a criteria. For those who love God, there's a lot of people that never pay God any mind, and I'm not judging. I'm just encouraging. Love them. What does love mean? Do I love my wife if I never ask her any questions? Do I love my wife if I don't spend any time with her? Do I love my wife if I never listen to her instructions? Is that love? Because we're married. That should be enough, shouldn't it? See, some people, I think they take this verse, they don't look at the criteria. Okay. And we know for those who love God, what does that look like to you? Maybe for some, it looks like Matthew 6:33. Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these things will be added unto you. Maybe it means that you're paying him honor and respect once a week. You're punching the clock on Sunday. I don't know. Maybe. For me, it's thinking of him always. I'm always thinking of him. What's he thinking about this situation? What is he opening up for me in this situation? And I know that in every situation, there's an upgrade possible. If you understand that, then you can actually learn to celebrate your situations that used to crush you. We know that for those who love God, all things work together for good, for those who are called according to his purpose. So good. It is possible to train your mind to win in every situation, but you have to look more toward the learning and God than you do the situation. As long as you're focused on the situation, you're probably not growing, and you're probably going to get it again because the lesson's repeated until it's learned. I appreciate you so very much. God bless you. God bless your family. I hope that this was helpful to you. Tag someone if you would like. Share it if you would like. God bless you.